Hey guys, it's Noobish Camper, and today we have the finale of Noobish Warrior 14. First up is Ninja Warrior 11111111. Sorry this came out so late. I've had a couple of issues with my system that I use, EasyVid. It's been really annoying. And he failed. Now these are going to be like the best competitors now, since this is finale after Ninja Warrior's fail. Next up is Epic Ninja Killer 1. He's a top regular. He seems to always do well, but he just never can beat stage 1. He didn't regen the floating boards, and he's gone. Next up is that guy, 51 Bryce the Noob. He's a veteran. He cleared in, I can't remember, tournament 8 or something. He's on a jumping spider though, so I mean he's not having a bad run on the Sonic Spin. Now the warped wall. Passed the coin flip, and now he's on the ropes. And he failed. Next up is the $1 million winner, Isaac Caldiero. He's a veteran. He cleared in Noobish Warrior 13. You guys saw that one. Well, I assume you guys saw it because that was one of the ones that I recorded last tournament. And he fails the half-pipe attack. Next up is the failed noob and WR Awesome. He's a veteran. He also cleared in Noobish Warrior 13. So far so good. On the half-pipe. He didn't even swing the rope, but he still threw. Now into the Sonic Spin. Now the warped wall. He like jumped or something weird on the warped wall, but he's still able to get through. Now on the coin flip. He's balancing, and he came really close to beating the coin flip. Next up is the Ginger Crest veteran. He's been telling me that he's a regular, but actually he's not. He's a veteran. I looked at it, and he cleared in one of the earlier tournaments, like tournament 7. And he's out on the floating boards. Next up is Aaron Rolfe. He's a veteran. He was really good in tournaments 9 through 10, almost being the second person to clear in the stage 1. Like the only one that did beat it was John Sheep. But Aaron Rolfe was on the lumberjack climb when he timed out. And he failed trying to swing the rope. Next up is JoJo25238. He's new star. I'm actually gonna change him to a rising star. I mean, he only cleared 1 tournament, so shouldn't be a new star. And he just jumped right off. Next up is the only person to beat stage 1 in tournament 10, John Sheep. He was a no-show in stage 2. So here he goes. He only cleared once, but it was in a tournament that no one else cleared, so that's why he's a new star. Next up is Enderman Yes Squid No. He's a new star. He's on the jumping spider. So far making the most of his run. Now onto the sonic spin. Warped wall. Just so you guys know, I have made Noobish Warrior 16. Stage 1 and 2 are done. And they have their time limits. So I'm kind of behind right now on these recordings. I mean, only being on Noobish Warrior 14, I'm usually a little more ahead, and he failed the rope climb. Next up is the only Grand Champion X Cakes. And he surprisingly fails. Next up is this guy. Yeah. I had to put that thumbnail in there somewhere. And here he goes. Sudokaiba 100. He's probably disappointed he's not Mr. 100 anymore. That the next person up is. But if he can pull out a solid performance, he could be Mr. 100 in a future tournament. He's on the warped wall, so he's having a good run. Now onto the rope flip. Now on the coin flip. And he barely missed that jump. Like, though I think the coin flipped it unexpectedly on him. Next up is Mr. 100 Dragon Bud 87. He is now the new Mr. 100 since he is he's the only one that's been competing well recently out of Seto Kaiba and Dragon Bud. Those two have actually been competing since a long time. That's why they're in it for Mr. 100. Well, he's having a pretty good run so far now on the sonic spin. Now the warped wall. He's having problems. He has to go back. He didn't go all the way back. Makes it on his second attempt. I'm not going to call that other one an attempt because he didn't even regen the wall. He was on the coin flip, and he got the coin to flip unexpectedly, just like Seto. Now these are the stage 1 clears. Alright, Speedy Pancakes, Chompster, and When the Rain Cries. So, stage 2. First up is Chompster. He's a newcomer. He's past the conveyor run, and he fails the first jump of the salmon ladder. Next up is Speedy Pancakes. He's a newcomer. And he randomly jumps off. And best for last, next up is When the Rain Cries. He's a newcomer. He's on the conveyor run. Oh, he was really close to making that jump on the salmon ladder. It is possible. Well, that was a sad wrap up to Noobish War 14. Will it be the same for Noobish War 15? See you next time on Noobish Warrior. Bye, guys.